Hey all, welcome to Homeschool and welcome back to class 12 chemistry. We started with haloalkanes and haloarenes where I have discussed everything about preparations in my previous video, and today let's discuss few questions on preparation methods, because not only studying the concept, it's very important to apply the concept whenever there is some question. So let's try to solve few questions that can be asked on preparation for both board examination as well as for the competitive examination. So here are few questions that I picked from NCERT textbook. So most of them are in-text questions. So let's have a look at these questions and how to apply a concept here. Look at the first example here. So this is cyclohexanol, right? So you have alcoholic group and SOCl2. So the moment alcohol is there and SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride, is there, definitely this is nothing but Darzin's reaction, right? So what do you mean by Darzin's reaction here? Whenever alcohol is treated with thionyl chloride, you get alkyl chloride plus sulfur dioxide and HCl gas, isn't it? So what happens here is this OH is replaced by one of the Cl. So you would be getting the product Cl plus SO2 gas plus HCl gas, right? So this is one of the very famous preparation of alkyl chlorides. This preparation is most suitable because the byproducts that you get, sulfur dioxide and hydrochloric acid, are gases. They can easily escape into atmosphere, so that you will get pure product. Okay, I mean without any impurities, you can able to prepare alkyl halides in a better way. Okay, so that is very important use of Darzin's reaction, guys. This is one of the very important reaction for all the competitive examinations. So this is how you have to predict the products. Coming to our next reaction. See here, you have benzene ring and here is one group and here is another OH, right? So this is definitely an alcohol, I can say, okay? And alcohol, when you heat with HCl, hydrochloric acid, definitely what happens, this OH will get replaced with this Cl. You can't remove this, so you will get a doubt whether to replace this OH with Cl or this OH with Cl. You know, this OH can be easily replaced with Cl. Why? Because this OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon. Okay, you can easily break sp3 hybridized carbon and OH bond. Okay, so that this OH comes out easily. Whereas if you look at this OH, this is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. You cannot break this bond that easily. Okay, you cannot replace this OH with Cl that easily. So definitely you will have to think of replacing this OH with Cl. Okay, so if you are replacing this OH with Cl, then definitely what is the product you will get? Remember guys, this OH remains in its position. Nothing will happen to that OH. Okay, so you would be getting CH2Cl. Okay, plus H2O is the byproduct, definitely. So this is another way of preparing alkyl halides from alcohol, right? So one is you can either use thionyl chloride, PCl3, PCl5, okay, or you can use HCl, HBr and HI with alcohol, right, to prepare different kinds of alkyl halides. Fine. And coming to this reaction, see here, the moment you use sodium iodide to alkyl bromide or alkyl chloride, then definitely what you will have to think of is the named reaction, that is Finkelstein reaction. Okay, so this reaction is nothing but Finkelstein reaction. So Finkelstein reaction's main purpose is to prepare alkyl iodides from alkyl bromides and alkyl chlorides. Okay, so here this Br gets replaced with iodine, so you would be getting CH3 CH2I. Okay, so this is 1-iodoethane. Say sometimes in the competitive exam they'll be asking you the IUPAC name of a product. So you should know how to give IUPAC names for the products that you are writing for a particular reaction. So that's also very, very important. Okay, so plus what is the byproduct you will get here? NABR. And this reaction takes place in presence of a solvent, acetone, isn't it? So why do you use acetone? Because you know NABR should go into acetone, right? See, you should remove NABR time to time because the reaction can be reversible. To avoid reversible nature, to precipitate NABR, okay, or to remove NABR, you know, acetone is used as a solvent, right? So everything you should know from this Finkelstein reaction. And coming to this reaction, say this is alkane, right? Say this is benzene and you have one substituent group NO2 and you also have one side chain that is CH2 CH3. So this side chain, if you look at, this is alkane, right? Alkyl group. See, when you heat this with halogens in presence of sunlight, or when you heat it, okay, or when you just heat in presence of bromine, or you supply sunlight, that is UV light in presence of bromine, substitution reaction would happen, right? One of the hydrogen of alkyl group gets replaced by Br. Okay, so this is the question that is relating to preparation of alkyl halides from alkanes, right? So here what happens is one of the hydrogen gets replaced with Br, so you would be getting the product and nothing will happen to NO2. NO2 remains there itself, okay, and here CH2, right, CH2Br. So one hydrogen from here gets replaced with Br. Okay, so this is a kind of substitution reaction between alkanes and halogens. Okay, fine. So these are some very, very important questions. Let's look at these questions also. Look at this, guys. This is alkene, right? And you are treating it with HI, right? So here the rule called Markovnikov's rule you have to follow, right? So if you look at this, here is a carbon and here is also a carbon. This carbon do not have any hydrogen atom because you know 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds are already there on that carbon. Whereas coming to this carbon, you have one hydrogen. So according to Markovnikov's rule, so this reaction you have to do based on Markovnikov's rule. Okay, so according to Markovnikov's rule, negative part gets added to carbon atom having less hydrogens or no hydrogen, and positive part gets added to carbon atom which has got more number of hydrogen. So if you add iodine here and H here, so what is the product you are going to get here? So here you will get H, and here already one CH3 group is there. So another bond you will put and you are showing it with iodine. Okay, so this is the major product that you are going to get according to Markovnikov's rule. Coming to the next example, which is very, very important example, and most of them will write its product wrong. 90% of them will write the product wrong. See, I will write the product that is expected by 90% of the students. What they think is, say this is alkene and here you have bromine, so they just do addition reaction. Okay, so they will write the product as, normally you tend to write the product as this. So wherever double bond is there and when you are adding something, you know, one atom gets added to one carbon, the other atom gets added to another carbon. So you would write the product this, but this is completely a wrong product. Okay, so the correct product is, see guys, substitution reaction takes place. See, when do you get addition product? When you use the solvent CCl4. You are not using any solvent like CCl4. Okay, so you are just heating, or in presence of sunlight, what always happens is, these hydrogen, one of the hydrogen at this carbon or one of the hydrogen at this carbon, allyl hydrogen we say, this is allyl carbon, right? And this is allyl hydrogen. So allyl hydrogen gets replaced by Br. Okay, so you will get the product. The product is this product. Okay, so you have to be careful with such reactions. And coming to the next reaction, so you have an alkene, okay, and HBr and peroxide is there. So whenever you add HBr to unsymmetrical alkene, that too in presence of peroxide, you will have to follow anti-Markovnikov's rule, isn't it? So according to anti-Markovnikov's rule, what happens? Negative part is added to carbon having more number of hydrogen, and positive part is added to carbon having less number of hydrogen. Okay, so if you add that way, you will get the product CH2, because you are adding hydrogen to this carbon, so this is becoming CH2, single bond CH2Br. Okay, so this is the major product you will get, right? So you got to know the difference between this reaction and this reaction, right? Here addition of Hi or HBr or HCl, whatever it is, you are adding to alkene in presence of some acids, not in presence of peroxide. Okay, so here you have seen Markovnikov's rule, but here addition of HBr in presence of peroxide. Peroxide effect you will see only for HBr, not for HCl and Hi, right? So all this we have discussed in class 11 hydrocarbons chapter. If you want to have a clarity on this Markovnikov's and anti-Markovnikov's, you can watch the video. Playlist link I will provide in the description. Okay, so definitely you should have clarity on Markovnikov's and anti-Markovnikov's. Okay, so when do we write Markovnikov's product and when do we write anti-Markovnikov's? Anti-Markovnikov's product we write for addition of HBr to alkene in presence of peroxide. So you have to remember that. So this is all about few very important questions on preparation methods of alkyl halides. Okay, so with this I will conclude this video, and in my next video I will come up with substitution reactions of haloalkanes, which is the most important topic for both board examination as well as competitive examination. Don't miss to watch it out. Okay, so please do watch the video carefully. I'll cover both SN1 and SN2 mechanisms. Okay, so thank you so much guys. Do subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in a easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you so much. Meet you all in the next video.